Colonel Richard Stanley Hawks-Moody, CB, was a distinguished officer of the British Army. Birth and family. Hawks-Moody was born in Malta on 23 October 1854, the eldest son of Major General Richard Clement Moody, the first Governor of the Falkland Islands and founder and first Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia, and Mary Susanna Hawks, daughter of Joseph Hawks JPDL of Chesmond House, Newcastle upon Tyne, a prominent merchant banker of Newcastle upon Tyne, and Mary Elizabeth Boyd, daughter of William Boyd, banker of Bunfield Priory, Gloucester, and Newcastle upon Tyne. William Boyd was also the father of Juliana Boyd, the second wife of Admiral Benedictus Marwood Gully. William Boyd was the son of another William Boyd, also a banker of Newcastle upon Tyne, whose great-great-grandparents were Francis Liddell, second son of Sir Thomas Liddell, 1st Baronet Mayor of Newcastle upon Tyne, and his second wife, Frances Forster, daughter of Nicholas Forster of Northumberland, and Agnes Chater, daughter of Sir William Chater of Croft. Via his mother, Hawks-Moody was an 8th great-grandson of Sir William Chater of Croft, a 10th great-grandson of Sir Henry Curwen of Workington, an 11th great-grandson of Sir Nicholas Fairfax of Walton and Gilling, Yorkshire, and a 13th great-grandson of Henry Percy, 3rd Earl of Northumberland. Via his mother, Hawks-Moody was a direct descendant of the House of Plantagenet, an 18th great-grandson of Edward III via two of his sons, Lionel of Antwerp, 1st Duke of Clarence, and John of Gaunt. On this line his lineage is recorded in the direct line to Charlemagne and William the Conqueror. On his father's side, his 4th great-grandfather, Henry Moody, married Hannah Washington, daughter of Robert Washington, the English ancestor of Baron Jacob Van Washington and cousin of the second great-grandfather of U.S. President George Washington. Early life. Having been born in Malta where his father had been posted, he spent his infancy in the colony of British Columbia, of which his father was founder and lieutenant governor. He is regularly mentioned in the letters written by his mother, Mary Hawks, to England from various colonies of the British Empire. Hawks-Moody and his brothers were educated at Ludlow Grammar School, Cheltenham College and Royal Military Academy, Sandhurst. Military service. Hawks-Moody was commissioned as a sub-lieutenant in the 3rd Regiment of Foot on 9 August 1873. He served in the Anglo-Zulu War 1879 as an adjutant in Zululand with the 2nd Battalion of the 3rd Regiment of Foot. He was brigade major in Malta 1885–90. Between 1895 and 1897, he served in the Chitral Expedition, where he was part of General Gaetaca's flying column. He was part of the Malakand Field Force in 1897 and was second in command of 3rd Regiment of Foot under General Subindan Blood, for which he was mentioned in dispatches. Between 1899 and 1902, he served in the Second Boer War, for which he was mentioned in dispatches at least twice. He was promoted to lieutenant colonel in 1900 to command a battalion of the Royal Munster Fusiliers, which was not raised, so he was sent to South Africa on special service, and commanded Royal Irish Fusiliers from January 1901 to end of campaign. In this position he was again mentioned in dispatches. For his service in this conflict he was appointed a Companion of the Order of the Bath in the South Africa Honours List published on 26 June 1902, and received both the Queen's and King's medals with 5 clasps. During World War I, he served as Colonel of 7th Battalion Royal Irish Fusiliers, Colonel of 2nd Battalion Royal Irish Fusiliers, Commandant of a School of Instruction for Officers at Dover and Commander of a battalion of the Royal Pioneer Corps from 1917 to 1918, after which he retired from active service. Hawks-Moody was appointed an honorary colonel of the Buffs and a military knight of Windsor in 1919. He lost his brother, Henry de Clairvaux-Moody, in the Second Boer War, and his only son, Thomas Lewis Vivian Moody, a lieutenant of the Buffs in the First World War in 1918. He wrote the historical records of the Buffs, Third Foot, 1914 to 1919, which was published in 1923. Marriage. In 1887, Hawks-Moody married Mary Latimer, daughter of John Latimer of Leeds. Hawks-Moody's father-in-law was the son of Anne Moody, who was the daughter of Dr. George Moody, the brother of his grandfather, Colonel Thomas Moody. Hawks-Moody and Mary Latimer had 4 children. Mary Latimer married Major General James Fitzgerald Martin at Exeter Cathedral, 1906. Had 1 daughter, Mary Charlotte. Marjorie married Arthur Brown, 1914. Had 2 sons, George Arthur and Thomas Lionel. Thomas Lewis Vivian, Lieutenant Buffs. No issue. Barbara Bindon married James William Webb Jones, the 20th of December 1930, at Parish Church, Windsor. Had 1 daughter, Bridget, who married Peter Lyons at Wells Cathedral in 1957.